Hey everybody, Sickness here again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. And today, hit up one of my local thrift stores where I got myself some great titles, so let's take a look at everything I got. So as you guys know, not only do I collect movies, but I also collect cinematic trivia games, so today I picked up Box Office. This looks like a hell of a lot of fun. As it says here on the front, the movie quote and impersonation game. That just sounds great. After reading the synopsis, this was definitely something I wanted to pick up. I have no doubt that playing this with my friends is going to be a blast. Then I grabbed 4 VHS tapes, all for $1 a piece, and the first one I grabbed was The 2000-Year-Old Man. Now this here is a complete blind buy. I had never heard of this, but what drew me to it is right there. Starring Mel Brooks and Carl Reiner. Now that sounds great. For those two names alone, I definitely had to pick this one up. Then I grabbed some Nat Geo with The Incredible Human Machine. As I said many times before, I'm a big National Geographic fan, and anytime I come across a Nat Geo title, no matter what format it's on, I'm always going to pick it up. I love watching these, they're always great, and I definitely can't wait to check this one out. Next I picked up Goosebumps, The Haunted Mask 2. I do have the Haunted Mask 1, I guess, so definitely had to get the sequel. And as I mentioned, I've really been getting into Goosebumps recently. Never watched them as a kid, I was just a little bit too old for them, but I was a huge fan of Are You Afraid of the Dark? That I definitely grew up with. And this here, Goosebumps, more or less just Are You Afraid of the Dark, but for a different age. So I've been really enjoying these, and I definitely had to pick this one up. And the last VHS I picked up was Power Rangers Red Alert. This year comes with 3 episodes, of which I assume all revolve around the Red Ranger. The 3 episodes are from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in Space, and Power Rangers Time Force. Definitely had to pick this one up, because once again, I've been recently really getting into Power Rangers, and I'm sure this will be a great watch. So that's it for what I bought today, so now onto what I watched. And today I checked out Here Comes Santa Claus. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. By far, one of the strangest films I have ever seen. This movie is this mixture of The Night We Saved Christmas and Santa Claus the movie, but on complete crack. I just couldn't believe what I was watching half the time. It was just so bizarre. And I had heard some bad things going into this. I had heard just that it was a really bad movie, just one negative review after another. So I went into it expecting a pretty bad film, but honestly, I don't even remember if this movie was bad or not, because I was just so overtaken by how strange it was that any badness this movie might have had, it just got blown out of the water by the fact that this movie was just really bizarre. We had this kid who's bullied in school, and his parents, for whatever reason, I guess, I don't even remember why, but they're in Africa, and they get held for ransom by this militia group, and all this kid wants is for his parents to come back, so he's wishing to Santa that he can get his parents back for Christmas, and he figures he's going to go see Santa Claus, and his class goes on this trip to an airport, and he takes on this plane that's going to apparently where Santa Claus is, and him and this girl go, and they finally meet Santa Claus, which is just bizarre. Then, when they're after meeting Santa Claus, they leave Santa Claus's house, and they go into these woods where this ogre lives, and this ogre captures them. And then really, instead of Santa Claus and this fairy that just appears, instead of them going to like see these kids, they end up going and saving the parents instead. So they end up going to Africa, which is really bizarre, because I'm pretty sure they're in somewhere actually like Africa. So you got this fairy who's wearing his full fairy getup, and you got Santa Claus wearing his full Santa garb in Africa with this militia trying to save these parents, and then they eventually save them, and they come back home, and they rescue the kids from the ogre. And what the fuck was I watching here? Just so insanely bizarre and weird. The movie is only about an hour and 10 minutes long. I think the running time on here says 81 minutes, but there is, you know, opening credits and closing credits, so about maybe an hour, 15, hour and 10 minutes long. Not very long at all. It does star, I believe her name is Karen Cheryl. She is, and I also forgot to mention, this is a French film. from 1984. So the whole thing is dubbed in English. So everybody's talking French, but with English being dubbed over them. So this, again, Karen Cheryl is apparently a French pop star from the 80s, and she has, I think, 4 or 5 songs in this movie. Now, I don't know if she did the dubbing, because whoever's singing her parts definitely has a French accent, so I want to say maybe she dubbed her own singing parts for this, but I'm not 100% sure. I hate her voice. If it's not her, I hate whoever dubbed it. I hate whoever's voice that is. It is horrible. I get bravado. Fine, everybody sings with it, but it sounds like somebody's shaking her when she sings, and it's over the top. Couldn't stand her voice, and it's so random how they bust out in song in this movie. It's just 1 minute they're doing one thing, and then boom, right into a song, and then the songs will literally just cut off. There's a couple songs where the songs don't even fade out. They just, boom, cut off in your next scene. It's just really, really bizarre. And again, just her singing in this movie and just the songs in general just add to the craziness of this movie. So, would I say see this movie? Would I recommend it? No, not really. It is a bad film. It's just really bizarre, really weird. But at the same time, it's one of those movies where I'm like, just see it. I kind of want to say, yeah, see this movie just because it's so weird. I want to recommend it and just say, see it for its craziness. I want you to watch this movie so you can see what I saw and just go, what the hell was that? So no, I really wouldn't recommend it, but if you are curious in seeing a really bizarre and out there and just strange Christmas movie, then yeah, check it out. But otherwise, stay away. It's not very good. Just very weird. Just very, very bizarre, and nothing you need to see unless you really want to check out a very strange movie. So that's it for what I bought and what I watched today. Certainly excited for the titles I picked up at the thrift store. Definitely looking forward to checking those out. And also watching Here Comes Santa Claus. As I said, very, very strange movie. I'm actually going to be keeping this one for my collection. Even though I kind of didn't like it, I'm going to keep it just because it's so bizarre and out there. I have a feeling I'm going to want to show it to my friends. Christmas is to come, my friends are going to come over and watch a movie, and I'm going to say, let's check this one out, just so I can see their faces and see how they react to a movie that is just so weird. I personally don't do drugs, but if any of you out there do, and that's your thing, hey, fine, more power to you, then maybe you do want to pick this movie up. This is probably one of those movies that drop acid, do crack, I don't care what, something that's really going to make you see some crazy things. Yeah, buy the movie and watch it. It's going to be very, very weird. So if that's your thing, maybe you do want to see this movie. So anyway, I will be keeping it in my collection just to possibly watch again in the future, just for its craziness, and also to show some friends, because I need to have more people see this movie and just be in all of its strangeness. So again, I don't really recommend it because it wasn't a very good movie, but it was really weird. And if you like really weird movies, then check it out. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to see what I bought when I watch tomorrow. See ya.